Ladies and gentlemen, I am SidAlpha, and as YouTube, despite their claims, severely decreases the visibility on unmonetized videos, I will be leaving monetization for this video and the previous video on this topic fully enabled. However, as I am not one that is keen on profiting off of one's own mistakes, I will be donating the proceeds of the ad revenue generated to Extra Life for Kids. If you would like to make your own donation to Extra Life, I will leave a link to their site down in the description down below. Extra Life, play games, heal kids. Ladies and gentlemen, I am SidAlpha, and I'm posting a very quick update to last night's story regarding Ring of Elysium, a free-to-play battle royale game by Tencent Games that is currently in early access. For those of you that didn't catch the video, it was in regards to three main allegations being leveraged against the game and its developers through user reviews and social media, in which the game was accused of containing viruses or malware of a destructive nature, of being a keylogger, and of being a crypto miner. Now, in my video and my own investigations, I was able to disprove those allegations with fairly definitive results, with the exception of the issue where the hybrid analysis Falcon Sandbox had discovered a malformed PDF mutex that could be used as a platform to deliver malicious code. This is a large security vulnerability and one that should give anyone reason for concern, that is, if it were true. Now, earlier today, Tencent responded to those user review allegations and to my findings regarding the malformed PDF mutex in particular. And while the developers of Ring of Elysium don't take into account the concept of background processes or the fact that issuing a public statement defending yourself and your game while including veiled threats of legal action might not be the best way to go about things, the end result of their contacting hybrid analysis is definitive. The hybrid analysis platform was compromised in some way that led to this being a false positive due to a hash ID match. So what does this mean? Well, it means that most of my original findings still hold true, and we wanted to know if the game contained any viruses. Hybrid analysis and virus total scans along with hands-on malware scans showed definitively that the game files do not contain any viruses or malware. This would also include keyloggers in that scan, so we can say with the same level of certainty that the game does not contain any keyloggers. Lastly, there was the concept of the game being a crypto miner, which I thought was a dubious allegation at best, but I had to check it out regardless. That was a fairly simple matter to disprove, as after running baseline network scans before, during, and after playing a match, I found no out-of-the-ordinary CPU or GPU utilization, no strange or unaccountable IP addresses, and the total sent and received data during a 25-minute match was 46 megabytes, which is well within an acceptable range. Now, in addition to all of those findings holding true, we also can now be armed with the knowledge that the concerns over a potential security vulnerability with the malformed PDF was completely unfounded, and gamers can enjoy Ring of Elysium without worrying too much about those particular issues. This also served to underscore a flaw in my own research methods when it comes to sandbox detonating potential viruses. Now, I've never had an issue with hybrid analysis before, nor their Falcon Sandbox deployment. However, the flaw in my thinking was I allowed myself to believe that just because there never was an issue in the past doesn't mean that there can't be an issue in the future, especially when it comes to an environment that you yourself do not control. Trust but verify is the rule, not just the guideline, and I did not verify those findings through another sandbox. If I had, then I would have ended up with conflicting results, which would have led us to the truth to begin with, as opposed to the second time around. Last night's video could have been a slam dunk easy win had I verified those test results through multiple resources like I did with the virus scans and the network scans. I could have come out with a video debunking all of the problems and be able to lay everyone's minds at ease. Instead, we now have a situation where I have to re-evaluate my own processes and to issue a clarification, along with Tencent having to release their own statement regarding the matter as well. Although they probably would have had to do that anyways in regards to the user reviews, but that's neither here nor there. That in no way mitigates the potential damage that I might have caused. And on top of that, and the far more egregious offense in my eyes, is that my mistakes like these damage my credibility in the eyes of some of my viewers. There was no excuse there. In order to prevent these events from repeating somewhere else, I have discussed this with two enterprise security consultants, and I've worked up a list of similar products to the Falcon Sandbox that perform similar functions. With that multiple points of verification, we will hopefully never have need of another video like this one. So thank you to everyone watching this, and I would ask that you do share this around. I know it casts me in a bit of a bad light, but the truth is far more important than my bruised ego. I did bring this on myself after all. I also know this video is much more brief than the last night's video, but there's not a lot more to say other than I will make certain that this is an issue that will not repeat itself. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I am SidAlpha, and I'll see you next time.